Fantasy Dudes back.
Hey.
Episode 50. What's going on?
So, since the last time we were on, a lot of things have happened, my friend. So, why are you laughing already?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, so check this out. I'm going to throw some things at you, some quick hitters, and you just tell me your quick thoughts on it, all right?
All right.
This is since the last time we were on. Let's start with this one. Last episode, you were giving the Chargers some props and, pumping them up.
Mm-hmm.
They since then have lost. Chargers were a bit disappointing, and they're not even my team. But I was a little bit disappointed in Herbert, and actually, I picked him for our fantasy playoff league that we do. I mean, I really thought he was gonna do pretty good. But what do you think happened?
It was every bad thing that had happened during the year. They couldn't protect him. The O-line was terrible. He kept getting hit. And any quarterback, I don't care who you are, if you're constantly getting hit, it's rough. And then you had receivers, guys like Disley, who were normally sure-handed, just dropping passes, letting it get intercepted for a pick six to the other team. It was brutal. Not a good game by most of the team, except the defense. For like a lot of the game, the defense came to play, but yeah, it just wasn't good, man.
Yeah, interceptions all over the place by Herbert.
Yeah, it was his worst game of the year. I mean, he had 3 interceptions all year, and he had 4 that game. At least one wasn't his fault, but not a
Yeah, it
good.
still comes up as 4 at the end of the day, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Okay. Go ahead.
Lad great. Lad McConkey was great. Set a playoff record for receiving for a wide receiver. Um, so
Yeah.
they have a bunch of cap space. That they're going to fix the line. That's the first thing they're going to do, because you can't have an interior constantly. He had nowhere to go. People.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So yeah, a little disappointing there with the Chargers. How about
still a great year though. 11 wins.
it is a great year. Yeah. Uh Rams beat the Vikings and then lose, but what did you think there? Rams were not expected to beat the Vikings, even though they beat them earlier the year. The Vikings were, I think they were at 11 wins also, weren't they? Something like that.
Vikings had like 14 wins, something
Was it
crazy
like
like that.
14? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
They only lost, yeah, like 3 games, I think.
yeah.
So I mean, you already know what I think. I mean, they started like 1-4 or something crazy. So to make
Yeah.
it there was pretty insane. What do you think?
Yeah, good season for the Rams. Yeah, it didn't look like they were going to make the playoffs after that bad start, and
The
yeah,
odds were pretty low.
pretty low, and they got the win, and then yeah, even the next game against Philly, they gave Philly a pretty good game too. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. There was, I think at one point, we mentioned this earlier. They were ready to just trade everyone away. It was that bad.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, next
Uh,
one.
how
Go
do you
ahead. Go
feel
ahead.
about Cooper Cup? You think it's time for him to retire, or you want to see him keep going, or what?
Oh, retire. I thought you meant maybe him moving on or something. No, I don't know about retiring. No, I think he's still
Yeah,
got something. Nakua is so damn good.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of the balls get thrown his way,
yeah,
and he doesn't miss very many of them. And he's still pretty young, so he's gonna be He's gonna be something, man.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't say retire. No. Okay. Kobe, 19 years ago, 81 points. Um,
Thought you were
That's
gonna
our
bring
guy
up
Kobe right there.
the other
What?
anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary. What do you remember from that game? Do you remember watching it? Did you get to watch it?
I think I watched. I heard about it after. I think I watched like the replay.
Same.
You know that they do the
Yes.
replays. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what happened with me. I didn't watch it live.
yeah, yeah. It was like Toronto Raptors. You know, who cares about them? You know.
Yeah, but you
But
know, as you can see, you never know what Kobe will do.
yeah, that was amazing. I mean, obviously none of us were around for when Wilt scored 100 points. You know, so that was the most incredible scoring display we've ever seen in our lives. So yeah.
Yes. Do you think it will be broken before you and I are gone?
Uh, I don't I don't think so. Booker had 70 something,
72 maybe?
72, something like that. It would take a great shooter like that making a ton of threes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I don't see it.
No, your guess is
No,
no.
no.
I it it's probably possible. I don't
Yeah,
think we'll see it though.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no. Okay, next one, next one.
Did you watch that Kobe documentary last night?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's good.
Hmm.
It's multiple parts. This first part was just about him growing up in Italy and playing high school and yeah, talk to childhood people he knew and stuff. It was good. Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can we see it?
CNN is
CNN.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do. We'll do. Okay. Next one is. I was laughing because. Oh my god. Okay. So Trump is now going to be president. And I always like to hear your take. What do you think about that one?
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Oh
The
shit.
guy's a buffoon. He's yeah. I mean,
We can leave it at that.
he, or it's just been a few days and it's already so much already that you
It's
could
so
get.
much already.
Yeah, you got Selena Gomez crying today because of all the people getting deported already. I wrote a review of a documentary called Separated about the first time he was president. Uh, this big documentary that's out now about how he was separating kids from their families, and probably going to happen again. So yeah,
Yep. There we go. 4 years, buddy. Be ready.
yeah, yeah.
Next one. How about Elon throwing up Nazi salutes? Oh man, did you see that?
I saw that. I saw that. What an idiot, man! What a freaking idiot.
That guy was
The,
so aggressive with it, bro. It was almost
yeah,
comical. I know
yeah.
it's not,
It's not, he's a little autistic. Whatever. He still knows what he's doing. Like,
bro. Everybody. So okay, so that was the big excuse that everybody was giving for him was I mean, how many autistic people do you see throwing around fucking Nazi salutes, bro?
yeah,
It'd be all, it'd be everywhere you go. There'd be somebody throwing up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And he
yeah,
was like, bro, he was a great. He was like, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like his face,
yeah.
and he like punched his chest and everything. I mean, come on, dude. It was so odd, so odd.
He deserves a punch in the face. When I saw that, I posted the old picture of Cap punching Hitler in the face. That's what he deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Ceasefire in Gaza.
Ceasefire in Gaza.
Yeah. So there's been I don't know that much about it. I haven't looked into it. I guess it's like a three-piece deal, if you will,
Mhm.
where there's like now food allowed to come in and um medical attention, that sort of thing. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. I can't say much about it. So, I was wondering if you had a thought on that.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about it, but anytime you get some peace, that's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I don't like watching these videos on social media. Well, I guess I could stay out of the comments. Once you get into the comments, it's just people throwing a bunch of crap around, and
Yeah,
you know, you really can't rely on that stuff.
no,
You got to do their own research, and so I haven't. So I really don't have much to say about it. But like you said, that's a good thing, and let's see what happens there, man.
yeah.
Do you have something you want to throw in on there that happened since our last episode? You got anything
Oh
you could think
man,
of?
I got so much. I got so much, bro. You want you want the penis story or the dead kid story?
Okay, these aren't combined.
Combine them?
No, no,
No,
these are two separate
no,
stuff.
two separate stories.
Okay,
They're not related, no.
they're not related. No. Okay, that would have made it more interesting. Yeah, too bad. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know what? Hit me with the penis.
All right. Oh man, so we joked before about me having an operation. I actually did have an operation.
What?
I, I g- so there's this bump that's not going away, so that's never a good thing, you know. So I go in.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm thinking they're just gonna take a look at it, right? They're like, all right,
which is
we're
already weird enough, bro.
it's already weird enough. Yeah, I
When you
gotta
gotta
just
go in and be like, "Can you take a look at this?" It's
yeah,
like, yeah, and then like you said, bumps are never good, anywhere on the body
yeah, yeah,
except for these right here. But other than that, yeah, man.
yeah. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to give you a shot, you know, in the area, and then you know,
Mm.
we'll laser it off there and cauterize it.
Oh,
I'm like, is there any other way? You know,
yeah,
they're like,
sir. You got a magic wand?
they're like, yeah, you can take this cream, but it might not work, and it's gonna give you ED. Like, okay, just do it.
Yeah, no,
Just do
zap it.
just do it. So they're like, all right, this shot's gonna hurt. Like this is gonna be the most painful part. And yeah, yeah, they were right.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course. Fuck.
yeah, just right in there, huge needle. Go,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I winced, man, and then they take it off. I'm not looking at this. And then, man, the part that got me wheezy, that I smelt the burning flesh because they had to
Hmm.
cauterize the wound.
Yeah.
I smelled it, and I'm like, ah, I
Oh no.
yeah, I got lightheaded. They're like, this normal. This yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
pretty
Burning flesh.
traumatic.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, they tested it. No cancer, so in the
Nothing weird
clear.
like that.
Nothing weird. Yeah, yeah. So
Oh man.
yeah, yeah. So that
I
it freaking
mean, I feel
sucked,
like
man.
I gotta give you a penis story too. I feel like now.
All right.
My I'm sitting on the couch with my girl. We're just finished watching a show or something, and we shut it off, and I go, so what do you wanna do now? What do you wanna watch? What do you wanna do? And she just it's not like her. She just randomly goes, I don't know. Tell me a story about when you were 14. Random question, right?
Yeah.
And without missing a beat, I go, well, that's about the time I discovered my wiener. And then there was a lot of masturbating going on.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Wait, what?" Well, 14. I go, "But that's not even the worst part." I'm like, "The worst part is I thought I was gay there for a while because I was like really into my wiener, you know?" And she starts cracking up. And she's like, she said, "Did you really think that?" I'm like, it ran through my head. I'm like, "Why am I so into wieners all of a sudden?" You know, and everything I heard up until that point is that that's not what you should be into. So, of course, come to find out, it was completely natural and everything's fine. So there you go, penis story of the day.
Yeah, that's great.
What's the other one? What was the other thing you said?
Yeah, I went to a funeral for a 4-year-old boy, and it was the worst thing ever. Yeah. Um, my wife's cousin had a kid, and he had what's called Tay-Shay's disease, and it's a developmental disease. Kids don't live very long with it. They're not able to speak. Um,
You have to take the shot
so
to you.
so he died at 4 years old. It was we go to the funeral in Whittier. It's at night. It's really dark. It's on these roads, like pitch black, man. It's weird getting there. Huge church, and like I'd only met the parents when they were pregnant with him. That was the last time I saw him, and we go in there, and then there's just the video tributes with all these pictures of them, the family together, and uh, and Felix Gomez. He's in his casket with the little Mickey Mouse next to him, and on the table they had laid out some comic books that he likes, Spider-Man and an LA Comic Con badge, and I didn't even know they were into that stuff, but
Mm.
uh, it's tough to see a kid like that, man. And oh,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, and
Something
yeah,
happened to your light.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, the toughest part was besides seeing the kid there, his parents' reactions.
Hmm.
And, like his dad was holding him in the casket, just you know, just crying and not wanting to let him go. And then at the end, we're holding candles like in a row, and they're pushing the casket by to take him out, and his mom's just wailing. Yeah, being a parent myself, just it makes you go to that place to think how you would feel, and it's terrible. It's you just my heart was just breaking for him, even though I didn't know him that well, just it's the worst thing. And then they have this little like 2 month old child that they're taking care of at the same time, and
Oh man,
yeah, so
wow! I've
uh,
never heard of that disease.
yeah, it's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. So,
Well, that's Jesus. That's terrible, man.
yeah,
You never want to go to a funeral, and especially not a little kid one.
no, yeah, no.
Dang, that must have been difficult. Um. Okay. Do you have any OC news?
Yeah, you
Are you sick, bro? Are you
try to-
sick?
yeah, always getting sick, man.
Bro, I got a little something going on the throat. I'm starting to feel. It
Uh,
just started like yesterday, and then Like I feel it in my ear a little bit, like something's coming on. It hasn't kicked in or nothing, but it's there. Like I can feel it.
Mine was rough, and it was going around the whole family. The kids got it first, and then it, it was a hard one because like it made me sleep like a ton, like no energy, like I just had to sleep. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
dang.
Daddy,
And then it just spreads.
yeah, and then it spreads.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Okay, so just for OC News, so I actually went to Shake Shack for the first time. I think it was more of like an LA restaurant or in that area, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't look. I should have looked that up, but it's now here in the OC. We never had that in the OC.
Yeah.
And have you ever been there?
Yeah, the first time was actually in New York, but
Mhm.
I checked out the new one that's down here too.
Okay, so maybe it was an East Coast thing to begin with, possibly. I'm not sure.
Maybe because yeah, like 5 years ago I went there in New York.
Okay. What did you think of it?
I thought it was overpriced.
Hmm.
Like I didn't have the food this time. I just had a shake, and it just wasn't doing it for me. It was expensive, and like I'm
Hmm.
like I like a shake better at Jack in the Box for like $4 instead of this like $9-10 thing I got.
You know what? It's funny because I feel that way about Farmer Boys. It's like kind of pricey for like not that great food.
Mhm.
And this place, I just thought it was okay. The burger was fine. And the fries were fine. Everything was fine, but it wasn't like I feel like I would rather go to In-N-Out,
Yeah,
and get an In-N-Out burger, to be honest with you. So it was okay. Would I go back? Maybe at some point. I don't know. But it's nothing that made me go, oh, I can't wait to go back there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. We were having this exact same conversation with your brother and Big Dog when we were going to the Clippers game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
About burger joints?
About Shake Shack. I think
Oh,
one
about
of
Shake
them.
Shack.
Yeah, I think one of them had been there.
Oh, that's funny.
Like same thing. It's like I think they said the exact same thing. Like, oh, I prefer In and Out.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just tough to beat In-N-Out. It's
yeah,
tough to beat it. Like it's kind of, and personally, I don't think In-N-Out's the best thing in the world either. It's pretty good, and I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite place for a burger. Like, I remember the guys at work were talking, and they're like, "What's your favorite pizza place?" I said, "It's pizza. Like, I don't have a favorite pizza place. It's pizza, dude. Just get me one, and I'll eat it."
yeah,
And so, I don't know if people, maybe in Chicago and New York would say something different. Like they have their favorite spots over there, because it's such a big deal. I'm like, it's a pizza, bro. I'll eat Little Caesars and I'll eat the, you know, $35 pie. I don't care. It's pizza in the end. So I don't know that I have a favorite like burger joint or anything like that. But I mean, it's okay, dude. That was
yeah,
all right. Yeah.
yeah. My OC news is the Film Thread Awards are going to be this Sunday at the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana. So if you're into independent movies, it's called Award This. You can go to awardthis.com. You can actually buy tickets to this show. So I'll be there. A lot of filmmakers will be there. It's just a pretty cool time, man. They don't take it too seriously. They make jokes about other award shows and do little bits and have comedians and they have a gift bag they give you and they have drinks and all that and an after party. It's just a fun time. So if anyone's in the
Okay.
independent film, yeah,
Check it out. Yeah, I
oh,
think this sounds familiar. I think you've been there and you've talked about it before too, right? It was the one you
I
went to
have.
last time.
I
Yeah.
have, yeah, and
Okay.
I'll be there again Sunday night, and That's gonna be a busy day because before that I had the Saturn Awards red carpet where I ran into guys like our buddy Nick Cage. So
Yes.
that's gonna be going off. Yeah.
Oh well.
Airplane.
I love the sound of the weather and
We're right next to the Burbank Airport. I can hear an airplane.
oh my god, bro. And that's when he walked away from you.
Yeah.
Good on Nick Cage. Can you pause real quick? If you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, so we're calling the pause was to forget the pause. Okay, so this is Popcorn Reels. It's where we tell you about a movie or TV show that we've been watching, and it's just to give you our take on it. And maybe you've been thinking about watching this particular movie or TV show, and maybe this will help you decide one way or the other. Do you want to start with one?
Yeah. Oh, and always feel free to drop us a comment. Yeah,
We would love that. I mean, because we're always watching stuff, so if you can suggest something to watch, that'd be great. I mean, I'm always looking for TV shows to watch, and you know, TV shows that I can watch with my girl, and then movies, of course. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've really been into Dexter. I think it's called Dexter Original Sin. This
Oh
prequel
yeah, okay.
series. Yeah, the young Dexter, young Deb, who swears up a storm. All the young characters, Masuka, you know, all these guys. They got young versions of them that seem just like them, man. Like I was worried at first, like, are they going to be able to pull this off? And they do, and it's getting good. It's getting. The only thing is that there's a twist, and I kind of saw the twist coming at the very beginning, but there's still more episodes, so that they're going to expand on it, I'm sure. But if you're into Dexter, this is a good show, man. It's a good show.
Okay, well, I'm gonna add one that you reminded me of now that you mentioned that whether they're gonna pull it off or not, because they tend to do this a lot on Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
They use these younger guys that are supposed to be, you know, like the old like Kreese. He can't be throwing, you know, roundhouses, so they use like young Kreese to show what he was doing, type stuff.
Yeah.
So I went back to it. I left it for a little bit,
Mhm.
and I hadn't watched 5 and 6, season 5 and 6. And so let me tell you, dude. So season 5 is like, it's kind of corny, and but really, like, the whole show is kind of corny, really, even from the start, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but you accept it. At least I
Yeah.
did. Like, I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. I thought they were a lot of fun, even
Yeah.
though it's corny. You know, you go with it, like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Season 5, man, I had a tough time with it. I had a tough time with some of the stuff that's going on. I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
And now I'm into 6 right now, which I believe is the last one as of now. And I think I'm halfway through it, and it's, you know, it's the same thing, but I do want to watch it because it's still a fun show. And oh, crap, what's his name? The blonde dude. He's great, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Johnny.
Johnny, bro. Johnny's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
There's this one scene that he's they go to a bar. They were gonna celebrate something, and he's, you know, like, he's in this bar, and he sees a White Claw sitting there, and he goes, "Man, what's that?" He's like, "White Claw." He says, "That sounds badass. Give me one of those." You know, and he's like a manly man, you know, drinking Coors and stuff. But he's a White Claw. Wow. So he's funny, dude. He's a big part of the show. And so I'll continue to watch, but it's a little corny, man. It's a little corny.
It's super corny, and I interviewed the kid who plays Miguel on it. It's super nice.
Solo? Guy. Is that his name? Did I say that right? Is it Zolo, I think?
Yeah, Zolo. Yeah, Zolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw that. I saw your interview.
Yeah, super nice guy. Like shaking my hand afterwards. Yeah, cool dude. Yeah,
Very cool.
I love those guys. But I do think the show was better when it was on YouTube. It was like the first two seasons were YouTube, and then they went to
Yeah.
Netflix, and I think it changed a little bit at Netflix, but
Yeah.
it's still fun. Still fun.
It's still fun. It's still fun. I mean, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna do it. And okay, let me give you my movie, and I'm gonna do something a little different with these two movies than I have in the past. And I'll tell you what I mean. The first one I watched is Borderlands. 2024 was just this past year.
Mhm.
It was on. I watched it on Stars. I watched it through Prime. Infamous bounty hunter from planet Pandora forms this like misfit crew, if you will, trying to fight like these weird alien looking monsters because they're trying to uncover this like Pandora's secret, which is like this treasure that they're trying to get to, right? And it's got Kate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, what's his name, dude? Funny dude, Kevin Hart,
Oh, Kevin Hart.
and did you see it by the way?
No, I wanted to. I never did.
Okay, I remember the video game back in the
Yeah.
day, but let me tell you, dude, I didn't like any of it, dude. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the jokes. It was just okay. Some of the fight scenes are, those are always cool and everything. But I watched it with my girl. She liked it. I wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling Kevin Hart as this like dude with the gun going around and fighting and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Um,
didn't get great reviews at the time, I remember.
yeah. I mean, but again, this is just to see maybe you were on the fence about it, about watching it. I mean, check it out if it's something you're into. Like I said, the video game was out back in the day. I just wasn't feeling it, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I saw a movie this morning, September 5th. It's called
No, we're not. Today's not September 5th, dude.
it's a true story about what happened at the Olympics in Germany in 1972. Did you know about this story about this terrorist attack in 72 about they were filming live and they just these terrorists captured the Israeli team like on live television. Um,
I feel like
I
I
didn't
should
even
know
know about.
this.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know this. Like,
I don't remember.
and this kind of shows the behind the scenes story of you know they're trying to film everything and all the madness that's going on around them. It's happening 100 yards away from them in the Olympic Village from where they're set it up. It's the first time they're having live telecast for the Olympics, 72. And yeah, just uh, kind of a thriller. Uh, Sad story, but there's some really good actors in there, and good movie. Yeah, especially if you don't know what happened, and I didn't know about it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know anything. Where did you say this was on?
Movie theaters right now. Movie
Oh, it's in the
theaters.
movie theater. Oh crap,
Yeah,
what's it called?
September 5.
September 5.
September.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, all right. Okay, well, I got one more for you. And I've got around to watching Madam Web,
Okay.
24 sci-fi sort of action, kind of like the other one. Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney was in White Lotus, and a bunch of other stuff. She's like in everything, I guess.
Yeah.
So New York City paramedic Sandra Webb is forced to confront her past, and it sort of really begins when she runs into these three girls, and turns out that she's got to protect them. And so we're watching this. My girl and I are watching this, and when she runs into these three girls, and they start running into this or they get into the situation with this other guy who's trying to take out these three girls, young girls, teenagers, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Because he keeps saying, well, they're gonna kill me, so I gotta take them out. And so it gets to this part where it's on Netflix, by the way. But they get to this point where they gotta confront this dude, and throughout the film he's just trying to take them out. So here comes the fight scene, right?
Yeah.
And she's doing her thing. Sorry, I got a little throat thing going on right now. I hope it doesn't kick in, man. I don't want to get sick. But so we're watching with the girl, and it ends, and we turn to each other. We both expected the same thing. We're like, we thought the girls, like, something was like they were gonna gain some sort of power or something, or like they were all gonna fight this guy, and it was gonna be this crazy fight scene. And it just wasn't. It just
Hi.
hey, what's up, Jimmy?
I'm touching him.
Jimmy is not ready to tell us what he's been watching. So it just wasn't. It wasn't what we expected. Did you watch that one?
I did. I actually, it's a terrible movie, but I enjoyed it. Like, just like, I knew going in, it got pretty panned by a lot of people. Like, people were making fun of it and saying it's terrible. And I don't like. There was stuff I enjoyed. Like, I liked Dakota Johnson. I liked Sydney Sweeney. I liked how the guy. Like, the villain was terrible, but I loved how he kind of like had these Terminator entrances. Hey, Jim, hey, let's calm down. And I don't know, Jimmy watched it with me and liked it too. Just the connection to Spider-Man, like
right.
Yeah.
There was definitely a connection to that there. Yeah, there's it involves a spider, and at least in the beginning there, that starts off the story.
Yeah, and she's one of the deeper Madam Web. She's in the comic books, so I know her from the comic books. Like,
yeah. So whenever we watch something like this, my girl asks me, and I go, I have no clue because I don't know anything about the comics. I've never read them, so I knew she was. So I looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know anything about her. And it's funny you say you like Dakota. I didn't like her.
You didn't like her? Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the fight scenes. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. Man, I love every superhero movie, man. You know this about me. I like them all, dude. And right now I'm giving 2 movies that I did not like.
Yeah. The fight scenes weren't great. Yeah. I mean, it's a cheesy movie, and I just enjoyed it on like a B movie kind of level.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I can see why too. I just didn't like the last scene against the bad dude and the sign. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what happens, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like the big sign, and you get the girls and the chopper and all this sort of stuff, and then there's like and and this happens in every. So I'm not just talking shit on this movie. It happens in every movie. There's always like people that don't have a superpower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to fight the dude with the superpower. But somehow the dude with the power never really hurts those people. I'm like, dude, you could tear them in half right now.
Yeah.
And it just never happens that way, because the big, big part of the movie. But when they go after the other person with the power, they're like, like stabbed through the neck, cut off an arm, this sort of stuff. But it's like regular people, no, we'll just throw them off to the side, and then they kind of get up slowly. That's always the same shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy. Like, at one point they dubbed the main villain's like dialogue. It's like you're watching a kung fu movie, kind of like, because his dialogue, like, something was wrong with it, so they had to dub it, and it's clearly off. Like, and he's kind of this imitation, like, evil Spider-Man, kind of weird kind of thing. And They
Yeah,
were
he
setting up the
was.
girls. The girls were going to get a sequel where they were going to be the the superheroes that they kind of teased. But the
Hmm.
problem is it didn't do well enough. They're never going to get that sequel. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Um. Yeah. Exactly. They definitely teased that they were gonna be the ones up next, and
yeah,
but it didn't work, dude. It didn't work. It
yeah.
just didn't. It didn't make. I shouldn't say it didn't make sense,
But,
but yeah.
let me tell you something. It works a whole lot better than Kraven the Hunter because that thing's even more of a mess. And the villains in that, man,
Hmm.
they make the Madam Web villain look like, oh man, he looks like Thanos compared to that. the
That
way they
bad, huh?
ruin the way they ruin Rhino, man.
Uh huh. Oh no.
It's
All right. Well, I just watched the movie last night. We'll get into it next time because we're getting
uh,
here near
I,
the end here. So,
yeah. I got a
but
couple quick little hits. One of them
yeah, let's see it.
days,
Let's hear it.
comedy, inner city comedy, funny preview. Not a funny movie, unfortunately. Not too many
Oh, I
funny
think I know what you're
moments.
talking about. Where did you see
Yeah,
this at?
movie theaters. It's
Okay.
yeah, these two black girls just
Okay, I
have
know what you're talking about.
one of them days where everything's going wrong, and it looked like it could be funny. Like the actors in it
It
are,
does.
yeah. The preview makes it look like it has potential, but there wasn't too much in the actual movie that was funny, unfortunately.
Mm.
Um, Wolfman, I enjoyed. If you like The Invisible Man from a few years ago, it's not on that level, but it was still good. Had some stuff in there I liked, and there was some other big movie. I'm trying to. Oh, Olivia made me see Babygirl about Nicole Kidman. BDSM movie. Wasn't
Made
into
me.
it. Yeah, yeah. It wasn't the normal kind of thing I'd see, but
Why? What is it? Some drama or something?
well, it's about Nicole Kidman. She's like this boss character and someone who works for her. She gets him to start like you know doing domination stuff with her, making her act like a dog, and it's
Yes, I
another
know
one
what
of
you're
these
talking
movies.
about.
Yeah, it's another one of these movies where I've talked about this before. It seems like there's like this drag to where characters it's not cool to have them be moral anymore. It's like in the movie she's married, she's cheating on her husband, but oh, it's cool. Like she's getting what she wants now sexually. Like so
Yeah,
that's cool. But it's like
it's okay.
no, it's not. Like like I don't- like it
Yeah, you're
bugs me.
cheering. You're cheering
Yeah,
her on.
yeah, you're cheering her on, and it's like
Mm.
it's just getting weird for me. Like, all right, I know Walter White and all that stuff. Okay,
Yeah, Dexter.
anti-hero, Dexter, yeah, serial
Yeah,
killer. But it's
yeah,
just going down this line. Like now, it's involving sex and all this stuff, and I'm like,
yeah. Cheating on your spouse.
yeah, it's like, yeah,
Yeah, you could have
they
ended the
did,
movie at the beginning if she just went at like a divorce,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
the movie would be over.
yeah, yeah,
Like, okay, that would be the way to fix it.
yeah, and like Challengers, the movie Challengers with what's her name in it, like getting all these awards now. Same thing. Yeah,
Just not your thing.
not my thing. Not
Yeah.
my thing.
All right, man. You got another quick hit, or are we good to go?
I think we're good.
All right. Popcorn Reels was brought to you by.
Absolutely no one.
This no name water.
Oh, I got one more thing.
Mhm.
Do you want to see your Christmas present?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it. What?
All
You're
right.
not wearing pants or what? Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my god, that is amazing.
My mom had that done. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so great.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. That's awesome, dude. I gotta stop by, come get it.
All right.
As long as I'm not sick or you don't get me sick or whatever's going on with you, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Hey, you better
You don't
disinfect
want
that thing before you give it to me.
it. I'll spray it down.
I don't have that thing bobbling around me. Oh my god, that is awesome, dude. Oh my god. Thank your
Yeah.
mom for me, and I will as well when I see her. That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here, dude.
All right. Later.
Guys, smash that
Smash.
like
Oh, yeah.
button. Doesn't take much. It's easy. Just hit the like, thumbs up, drop a comment. Especially in that Reelz section, we'd like to hear about shows and movies that we should be checking out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Go. Peace.